Hello, good morning my dear students. How are you all? Hope you are keeping well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also well. Dear students, you know the whole world is infected with a deadly virus called Corona or COVID-19 today. Due to this, all schools in our country are closed in order to prevent the transmission of virus. That is why our government has taken a decision to continue classes through Sangsad Bangladesh Television. I welcome you all to Amar Gore Amar School program. Today I am going to teach you a lesson from class 9 and 10 English for today, English first paper. So dear student, take your book out of the bag and sit in front of the TV set, and I hope you will enjoy the class with full attention. Look at the picture given in the book. What can you see in the picture? Please try to understand. What can you see in the picture? Right. In the pictures, we see some renewable energies and simply renewable energy sources. So dear students, at first I would like to ask you some questions. So look at the board. The first question is, what do we use for making fire to cook our food or boil water? What are these things called? Are gases, wood or coal finite objects in nature? What do we call the things which are finite? Then question number E. What is the opposite word of non-renewable energy? Okay, dear students, our first question is, what do we use for making fire to cook our food or boil water? The answer will be, okay, right, we use wood, gas, coal, oil for making fire to cook food or boil water. Next questions. What are these things called? Right, these things are called fuel or energy. Are gases, wood or coal finite objects in nature? Yes, gases, wood or coils are finite objects in nature. What do we call the things which are finite? The things which are finite are called non-renewable energy. What is the opposite word of non-renewable energy? Yes, the opposite word of non-renewable energy is renewable energy. Can you tell me what we will discuss today? Right, we will discuss today about renewable energy sources. So dear students, open your book, page number 140, Unit 11, Lesson 1. Our today's lesson is Renewable Energy Sources 1. At first, learning outcomes. After we have studied this unit, we will be able to describe familiar objects, participate in conversation, discussion, read intensively and extensively, write formal letters. Renewable energy sources 1. Dear students, look at the pictures. Discuss with your partners. As you know, it is impossible here. So discuss with your partners with these pictures show, and when and where people use them, write the name of each item under the pictures. So look at the pictures. Here you see about 12 types of bulbs. You have to write the names, what kind of bulb it is. Dear students, look at the board. Here you see about 12 types of bulbs. You have to write the name of each bulb under it. Here you see headlight, gas light, hurricane lamp, electric bulb, tube light, stage light, candle light, energy saver bulb, table lamp, charger light, searchlight, oil lamp. Dear students, try to mention. Right, the first one is hurricane lamp. The second one is electric bulb. The third one is candle light. Right, the fourth one is table lamp. and the fifth one is energy saver bulb. The sixth one is tube light. The seventh one is headlight. The eighth one is searchlight. Then stage light. Then charger light, oil lamp, and finally we can see gas light. Dear students, before going through the lesson, I would like to mention some difficult words. So please give attention and write down the words in your exercise book. Renewable. The word renewable means replaceable, reusable, or capable of being renewed. Then load shedding. Dear students, it's a very familiar term. All of you are familiar with this term, load shedding. What is load shedding? Load shedding means power cut. Can you tell me what is load shedding? Right, load shedding means the discontinuity of supply of electricity for short or long time. Then temperature. Temperature means degree of heat and cold. Then shoot up. The word shoot up means increase, accelerate, to grow very quickly. Humidity. Humidity means, wetness, damp, moisture. Then frequent. The word frequent means often, recurrent, again and again. Splash. The word splash means spray or sprinkle. Unbearable. The word unbearable means intolerable. Shortage. Shortage means scarcity or deficit. Shortage, the word shortage comes from short, S-H-O-R-T, short. Short is an adjective and shortage is a noun. Unavoidable. Unavoidable means essential, necessary, irresistible. Write down the word in your exercise book. Okay. Dear students, now read the text very carefully. At first I am going through the whole passage. Sohan lives in a village in the southwest part of Bangladesh. Dear student, do you know which district is situated in the southwest part of Bangladesh? Right. This is Khulna. Khulna district is situated in the southwest part of Bangladesh. Last night he could not sleep. His sister had the SSC exam next morning. She could not read either. There was load shedding. The summer night being sticky hot. Life became hell without electricity. Most of their area remained dark for hours due to power shortage. In May to June, temperature shoots up to 40 degrees Celsius with almost 90% of humidity. Humidity means wetness, damp, or moisture. With almost 90% of humidity in the atmosphere, atmosphere means surrounding or environment. It becomes all sweat, wet, damp, and stinky. The word stinky means bad smell. When you are busy fanning yourself all the time, how can you concentrate on studies? Concentrate means pay attention to. Concentrate means pay attention to. If you are busy fanning yourself, how can you concentrate? You cannot concentrate your mind on studies. In the night, it is impossible to sit in the study with a candle light or table lamp or hurricane lamp or a rural kerosene lamp. People simply comes out of houses almost bare-bodied and sit in the open places. Some splash. Splash means sprinkle or spray. Some splash cold water on their faces. Fans are still, lamps are out and it is dark everywhere. It is simply unbearable. It is simply unbearable. Unbearable means intolerable. Then the situation cannot be tolerated. The situation is simply intolerable then. What is the reason of frequent load shedding? Frequent means recurrent, again and again. Press reports say there is a shortage in electricity production. We know shortage means scarcity and deficit. At that time, there is a shortage in electricity production, so load shedding occurs frequently. According to the Power Development Authorities, the demand for electricity a few years ago was more than 6,000 megawatt a day, while the supply remained around 4,200 megawatt. Here, dear student, you see the demand for electricity was 6,000 megawatt and supply was 4,200 megawatt. So the deficit was, you have to deduct 4,200 from 6,000, then we can calculate the deficit. Here the deficit will be 1,800 megawatt. In the rural areas, the Rural Electrification Board, REB. REB stands for Rural Electrification Board, could supply barely half of the total demand, which was around 2,400 megawatt per day. Here barely means scarcely, rarely or hardly. That means rural electrification could not supply, Rural Electrification Board was unable to supply half of the total demand, which was around 2,400 megawatt per day. In the capital city, the demand stood at around 1,400 megawatt, while the supply amounted to 650 megawatt. Here you see, in the capital city, the demand was about 1,400 megawatt, but the supply was only 650 megawatt. So the deficit was 1,400 minus 650, then we can see 750 megawatt. Deficit was 750 megawatt. As a result, load shedding is unavoidable for the time being. Unavoidable means essential, necessary. Then load shedding is necessary. Then load shedding cannot be avoided for the time being. But situation is improving very fast. It's a very optimistic view for us that the situation is improving very fast. Now we rarely see load shedding. Now load shedding occurs very rarely. Here, dear students, MW stands for megawatt. Megawatt is the unit to measure electricity. So, dear student, what do we learn from this passage? Here we have discussed about a very familiar terms, that is load shedding. Load shedding means the discontinuity of supply of electricity for short or long time. It has become a common incident in our country. Like some areas of our country, Swans village is badly affected by it. It paralyzes the daily activities of people. Most of the areas are engrossed in darkness. People of all classes suffer due to load shedding. But the students are the worst sufferers. That means you are the worst sufferers when the load shedding occurs. Students cannot concentrate their mind on studies. They remain busy fanning themselves. During summer, temperatures as well as humidity increases. The weather becomes very hot. People are compelled to use candle lights or table lamps or hurricane lamps at night when load shedding occurs. Their sufferings beggar description. So, we should try to minimize frequency of load shedding with our joint efforts. So my dear students, now read the text again and fill in each gap with a suitable word based on the information of the text. I am giving you a fill in the gaps, and please try to fill in each gap with a suitable word based on the information of the text. Bangladesh is dash a country where there are many dash. Load shedding is one of them. It is a dash for our country. It slows down the economic dash and hampers the study of students. So, the general people along with government should dash forward to solve this problem. Now we will fill in the gaps. So look at the board. Bangladesh is such a country. The first word is such, S-U-C-H. Bangladesh is such a country where there are many problems, right? Load shedding is one of them. It is a cards, right? C-U-R-S-E, cards. It is a cards for our country. It slows down the economic development, right? It slows down the economic development and hampers the study of students. So, the general people along with government should come forward to solve this problem. So, now dear students, section C, complete column B and C in the following table with the information from the above text in section B. Then calculate the shortage of electricity supply and write the results in column D. Here there are 4 columns. The first column is A, electricity. Second column is B, demand. Third column C, supply. And the fourth column is D, deficit. Nationwide, rural area, capital city. Now we have to calculate. Demand more than 6,000 megawatt. Supply around 4,200 megawatt. So the deficit will be calculated if we deduct the supply amount from the demand amount. That means 6,000 minus 4,200. Then we get 1,800 megawatt. Rural area. The demand of rural area is 4,800 megawatt. Supply 2,400 megawatt. Deficit 4,800 minus 2,400. Then we will get 2,400 megawatt. So the deficit in the rural area is 2,400 megawatt. Finally, in the capital city, demand 1,400 megawatt, supply 650 megawatt. So the deficit will be 1,400 minus 650. Then we will get 750 megawatt. Section D. My dear students, complete the dialogue, base the dialogue on the nationwide demand, supply and the deficit of electricity shown in the table in section C. What is the nationwide demand of electricity? Right, it is 6,000 megawatt per day. How much can the power authority supply? Okay, right. They can supply only 4,200 megawatt per day. What is the deficit, or how much is the deficit? Well, right, it is 1,800 megawatt per day. Now, my dear students, I am giving you homework. Okay. The first question is, what happened to Sohan last night? How was the summer night? How is a summer day? What happens during load shedding in Sohan's area? What do people use at night during load shedding? Dear students, you have to complete it, and when your school will be opened, you have to submit it to your class teacher. The class teacher will see it and he will give you marks. The assessed number will be added to your examination number as continuous assessment. Dear students, finally we beseech the mercy of Almighty Allah so that we can get relief from this fatal disease quickly. Stay home, save lives, follow the instructions given by the government, enjoy classes on Sangshad Bangladesh Television. That is all for today. Thank you again for participating with me.